recently, Mr. Ben Carson, you guys are familiar with that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben. He's a fun guy.
Yeah.
So Ben Carson recently said, and this is a quote, "Poverty is a state of mind." And I'll play the clip real quick for you.
I think poverty to a large extent is also a state of mind. You pick somebody who has the right mindset, you can take everything from them and put them on the street, and I guarantee you, in a little while, they'll be right back up there. And you take somebody with the wrong mindset, you can give them everything in the world. They'll work their way back down to the bottom.
Okay, so poverty is a state of mind. What do you guys think about that when he says poverty is a state of mind? Not a state of pockets, not a state of what the bank says. You know, I guess that could be correct in a certain situation, but realistically, morally, I guess that's where I'm going at. If you want to think morally, yes, but I don't think he was going there. I think he actually meant, hey, if you're broke, that's because, we can take it back to the energy thing, because this seems like a reasonable conversation that can go both ways.
It really can go both ways,
Yes.
and in a lot of lights, I can definitely agree to that. Poverty is in fact a state of mind.
Absolutely.
I know way too many people that are just so lazy and just so like not in the right mind, and they're just not smart with their money. I was there multiple times.
Yeah.
I understand. I've been there. But there comes a point in time where you have to realize that and move on.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, there are certain people that unfortunately can't do much about that.
Yeah.
And those are the people that I believe we should really lend out a helping hand.
Yeah.
Again, that's where my leftist mentality and my rightist mentality kind of like merge together. Everyone on the right wants to get rid of welfare.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I think we should lend out a helping hand every once in a while, but don't live off of it.
Yeah.
And if you get that helping hand, that is our saying, hey, take this.
Of course.
So, but that's where I go with the mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to change your mentality and say, I've been given a second chance.
Yes.
The government just gave me $5,000.
Take
what am I going to do
advantage
with this?
of your second chance.
Of your second chance,
Yeah,
not the
absolutely.
situation.
Yes.
The second chance, and don't write off of it.
Of
That's
course.
what I agree upon.
And what you just said too is sometimes it's inevitable. Right now, me and you both had a conversation off camera that we're both living with our moms right now.
Exactly.
Where we are, in our late 20s, and we don't own houses. We are not, in a career, so to speak. We're not, I guess, what the norm would say as a successful person. We're getting there. We're not giving up, of course. But we're definitely our mindset is positivity. We're going some places. We're eventually going to get to our goals. We have goals set, and we're going to try to make them. Well, that being said, though, our bank accounts aren't in the thousands, millions of dollars and stuff like that. So it's out of our control. We're just not there yet.
Right.
So for him to say that, I don't want to get into my finances, but I guess I'm living with my mother. So let's leave it there. I'm living with my mother, and is that my fault?
He would say yeah.
He would say yeah.
Well,
I disagree with him because he doesn't know me.
this is what I'll say, because Morgan Freeman said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said that poverty is a state of mind. I think that's what he was drawing off of.
But
Do you think that race plays a part in wealth distribution, or either a mindset that you can't or
Today?
cannot? Yeah.
No,
You don't?
no, I don't. Hey, you and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do and go for that.
What Ben Carson was trying to say, and you put respect on Dr. Ben Carson, is that you can take a person who has what we've been talking about, like a positive atmosphere, positive mindset, and they can hit the bottom. But you give them a few weeks or a few months, and they'll be right back where they're at.
back, yeah.
But you have somebody with a lazy mentality or a negative mentality, and you can give them everything, but they'll continue to be on the bottom.
Yeah.
If you watch the clip and you listen, then you understand what he's trying to say. What I say he was irresponsible is he's HUD. He's housing development.
Yeah.
He's the director of that. Morgan Freeman can say it because he's just an actor.
Yeah.
And he's not in a position that kind of helps in this country,
So
especially for urban.
I guess what you're saying is the position you're in, you're supposed to be trying to help.
So close your mouth and help.
Close your mouth and help. You're not supposed
Morgan
to be.
Freeman can say it
Yeah.
because What Morgan Freeman was speaking to was like what we've been talking about off camera, kind of like with the internet and what you can do with it. You have the opportunity now to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because Don Lemon referred to, he's like, but do you think race plays into it? He goes, not really. You know why? Because you can do whatever you want.
Right.
You can break those barriers by doing what you want. It may take you some time, but you can do what you want.
Well, that's 100%
And
true.
Ben Carson was trying to say the same thing. This is a guy who was raised in Detroit. Like, he knows poverty well.
Yeah.
But because of his position, he shouldn't have said it. And I
Okay.
say that because at times the biggest mistake is people in this country. We don't understand that there's certain positions we are in, so you should just keep your mouth shut.
Of course.
It looks insensitive for someone who is running housing and development,
Yeah.
especially in urban areas.
Yeah.
And you're coming through and you're supposed to be fixing problems. But have you
Criticism.
fixed any yet?
Yeah.
You seem like you're criticizing people.
Yeah.
When if you watch the interview, just like Morgan Freeman said, it was very calm, very collected. He was trying to speak to a point of lazy people in this country. Because there are a lot of lazy people who are destroying welfare.
Of course.
Who don't understand that college kids all across this country have used a form of welfare to go to college, which is scholarships.
Yeah.
That's a form of welfare. If
Yeah.
we kill welfare altogether, these kids better come up with the money themselves.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's, I think that's what you're speaking to, but certain positions in certain ways, Ben Carson isn't looked at in the black community as a person who seems like he's with us.
He's in a sucking place. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in one of those places where he seems like he's one of those words I don't want to use that someone used on your last podcast when you talk about cooning and.
Yeah. So what is your purpose of your personal series of the
Coach training? It's people who I feel you came in too hard for. You came in too hard for the man, bro. It's like yeah, man. Okay, I understand that everything doesn't have to be about race, but bro, like you really like some of these people. Like I kind of feel like you'd have been a house Negro. Also, real life, you'd have been that guy.
So they would have been Samson. They would have been
They'd have been Steven from Lego. Yeah.
Uncle Tom, and I as a black man, try not to put that on anyone else because I've had those words used on me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel good. So I try to look all the way around this, but he's not in a great position, and now he has the right to say whatever he wants. But I think we have to be a little bit more responsible sometimes when we say certain things.
Right.
Know where he was coming from. He's coming from a good place. Wasn't received well.
I want to bring it back to a joke that Chris Rock said one time. He said, when you're in a certain position in your life, you need to just shut up.
Yep.
And there's this one, he said, when you're rich, when you're broke, you can talk junk about rich people all day,
All day.
and nobody will bat an eye.
Yep.
But when you're rich, you can't say nothing about broke people.
Nope.
He said the same thing about fat people. If you're skinny, you can talk about. When you're fat, you can talk about skinny people all day.
All day
But
long.
if you're skinny, you can't say nothing about fat people.
Correct.
On both sides of the fence, I know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess it looks insensitive, and it's like it could be a double standard, But it just
I was just thinking that too. But realistically, again, it boils down to like you were saying, the position in your life, and it's just the mentality and realistically how you want to take it. It's just a spiraling stream of negative energy.
Yeah.
So
All
do
it is.
you think people are being too sensitive to this, or do you think that
Definitely think it's being too sensitive.
they might be too sensitive, but maybe he needs to be a little less insensitive?
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
a little balance on both
Yeah,
sides.
It's
Balance on
how we
both
talked
sides.
about before about insensitivity and sensitivity.
Yeah.
There's no like true yes or no.
Right.
Because when he was saying this, like when you watch his body language, he really seems like he's trying to come from a good place.
Yeah,
But a lot
he
of
always
people-
seems like, I'll say that, he
Yeah.
always seems like he's trying to
Yeah.
do good. Like, he just says some dumb stuff, though, all the time.
Seriously, when you open your mouth
Yeah.
and you have verbal diarrhea, it doesn't
Yeah.
look good. Particularly when not every black person is going to grow up and become a successful neurosurgeon.
Of course, it's not for
So
everybody.
that's not.
Sure, not every white person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But considering his life,
Yeah.
he can write one of those stories
Of
because he's
course.
like, I've been in poverty and I did this.
Yeah.
And he is right. If you go through a bunch of crap in your life, you can go to the other side if you have the mentality to get there.
Absolutely.
But the way we look at poverty, they're just look at Flint. I mean, look at Detroit now.
Yeah.
There's certain areas in this country that are just impoverished
Yeah.
that you don't really have that much of a fighting chance. So
Right.
to make that blanket statement is irresponsible.
Of course.
Very irresponsible.
That's very true. Yeah, there's something I was about to say about that. You made very good points right there. Thank you. Dang it, it's gone. Old age.
Well, I do want to say this. You guys brought up success a few times. What defines success for a black man in America? What defines? But
You know what's crazy?
Exactly.
I was trying to get a point when I was talking about me and you, and every time I was saying something, I was like, I'm not going anywhere with this because what is success? It's a state of mind.
it's exactly right.
I feel successful. I'm at my mother's house right now. I'm gonna be moving out soon though, but I'm at my mother's house and I'm very, very happy. I'm with a lady that I love, genuinely love my mother. I'm with my child. I have basically full custody of my child.
Exactly.
I am morally successful. I'm having a podcast. I'm enjoying my life. But Joe Button over here might be, no, you're not. I don't want to hear that. You know, there's people actually that are literally Joe Button out there. You know, if I say something like I'm enjoying myself, I have this nice setup, I have two great guys here talking with me. There's somebody out there who's like, nah, man, you know, that camera sucks. His mics are terrible. Kenny's gay, and you know, something stupid like that.
Yeah, once upon a time that was used as derogatory. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, unfortunately, some people still use that.
Some people, you know, people don't grow up.
But I gotta tell you, like, you know, going back to what you said a little while ago, and you know confidently that you have success.
Yeah.
But when you kind of gave a precursor to the camera, looking at the camera, it's almost like society's pre-programmed to say, I mean, I'm going to be moving out of my house soon.
You're right.
Who the fuck cares if you don't?
You're
Because
right.
at the end of the day, you're successful and you're happy. The only thing that's going to be negative is people be like, ha ha, you're still living with your parents. They're not really laughing. When they realize that their laughter and them poking fun at you is not going to affect you because you are successful, they're going to cry. They're just going to wither away and they're going to go try to troll somebody else because
I got my smile still though.
Yeah.
it's exactly right.
That's what it's about,
Absolutely.
honestly.
Me and my buddy, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. To add to what y'all was saying, I mean, success, it all does start within your mind. You look at all these successful people, business owners, anybody who's successful, these people who are motivational speakers, they all say the same thing. Starts with yourself.
Exactly right.
You know, if you don't think it, if you don't believe it, you're never going to get to it.
Absolutely.
You know?
No, because here's the reality, right?
Mhm.
Each and every last person on this planet is successful. And they don't have to go out and find it. It's already there.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of you tapping into it and just releasing it upon yourself. Because what is success?
Yeah.
Happiness.
Yeah.
And happiness is a part of what? Positive feeling. So you can't, you're searching all these avenues, these social cues, these trying to fit in. That's not success.
Yeah.
Success is true happiness because let's look at all the quote-unquote successful people out there, right? Let's just say we have a rich rapper who's got this crazy $10 million home, you know, but, you know, he's eventually going to be running into debt. What if the studio is no longer up anymore or whatever? What if he's like constantly owing money?
He's throwing shots at everybody. Hammer? Really? You gonna talk about him?
Yeah,
like that?
Well, was it like that?
Oh man. You're just.
You just throwing a scenario.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
I was like MC Hammer. That's what you're talking about.
You all the video mentions.
Yeah. Who is this kid guy?
Yeah, but the reality is such though. It doesn't matter what what walk of life you are. You harbor that success within you because that's just what we're pre-programmed. I truly believe that that's what we're pre-programmed with that. And it's just going to be a constant battle of you know of trying to get to that and just being happy because we all want to be happy.
Absolutely.
We do everything daily. We do things daily to make us happy. But as fathers, what are the most important element to your happiness is your own children.
His happiness makes me happy.
Correct.
Exactly.
We can
Even
be in
in
a
the worst
cardboard
days.
box.
And
If
see,
he's having a great time,
nothing in this world affects that, right?
That's
Correct.
real, man.
Not a single
Okay.
political element,
No.
not a single war. His happiness is what makes you happy. And you see, and that's the ultimate proof right there that doesn't matter what the hell is happening in your life,
Right.
success or money-wise, whatever.
Of course.
Your happiness is not based on any of that. It's materialistic.
Correct.
So,
And we were just talking. I don't know if Melania is having a great time in her life. You know, she probably is. She might be not. I don't know. But we were talking about the mannerisms. I've seen a lot of mannerisms in people that are, you know, wealthy, and it doesn't seem like they don't have that rich joy that somebody like us that are down to earth and just enjoying this cheap podcast.
Yeah,
you know, we're having the time of our lives right now, and we are doing this with little what we got, but we're still enjoying having laughter and smiling. I see, you know, like we were both. Everybody was just saying, you know, poverty. I might agree with Ben Carson now. I'm starting to switch it up, you know, but like you said, it's time and place.
Yeah.
time and place.
Time and place.
Time and
But
place.
you know, I'm starting to see that a little bit more. Like, you know what? It is a mindset because I could have those billions of dollars that Trump has, and I could be in a jet, missing my family and just having a terrible time and not enjoying the finer things of life, like the stars. That's
Right.
free.
You got to place things
That's
in the
free,
proper
exactly.
boxes too, because The problem with poverty as a whole is we like to put poverty in a box by itself, and then we like to put rich. There's stages, there's levels to this.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You could not be poor, you could just be broke. Like, all my bills is paid, everything good.
I'm on broke level 7.
Yeah, you know. But see, poverty is like you can't eat, you can't pay your bills, you trying to figure out where you're gonna sleep. That's a different level, and I think that's kind of where people don't realize. He's not saying that you broke guy who's got everything paid for, but you got to eat ramen for this week.
Yeah.
It's like the guy who can't even eat ramen this week. It's
Right.
different levels.
I
to
don't
it.
care how rich I get. I'm still gonna have ramen in
Hey,
there.
look.
Don't
you
forget where you came from. Beef ramen noodles, baby.